wow, I seriously need a tan. I think I'm gonna start working on that. What I'm gonna do today, however, is we're gonna talk about being effortless. We're gonna talk about effortless, beautiful makeup that you don't have to worry about. You don't have to think, oh man, I like the way it looks. I saw it on Donna's channel and I wanted to try it, but what are my friends gonna think? You don't have to worry about anything like that. This is gonna be effortless and fun, and we're starting from scratch, clearly. Look at this face. Not so good, right? So let's get started. I think you're gonna enjoy this. The first effortless thing I did is I just did my brows, and I love using this CharlotteTilbury Legendary Brows. The brush is teeny, 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 right? So it helps me to brush through them, put product on my brows, but I also can kind of reach down, press a little harder to get some color on the skin as well, and that helps us to make the brows look a little bit thicker than they really are. So, this may have been a mistake, I'll let you know in a second, or you'll see it. I put this on before I did any makeup at all. So that might be a mistake, we'll find out. But let's get started now. What I'm gonna do next to be effortless is just a little bit of a tinted moisturizer. Now the one I am using, if I can find it, is the LeMetier, and this is LeMetier Peau Vierge. You can get this on QVC, probably not for much longer because the company went out of business, but for our purposes today, for making effortless makeup, any tinted moisturizer will do. You just want something kind of lightweight. So got it all over myself. So let's put this on real quick. Oh, right on the brows. Oh well, like I said, that was gonna be a mistake. This goes everywhere. Now my tinted moisturizer actually has a sunscreen in it, which is a good thing. If you can find one with a sunscreen, that's probably the way to go. So you don't have to layer too many products on. Okay, so that is on, so that's not bad. Makes my skin look a little bit more even. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer, which I am totally in love with, and I'm gonna do my concealer. And let's do this here. Okay, a little peach. This is not the color that I wear every day, and you'll know why in a second. This is a little darker than what I normally wear. This actually is one of his correctors. It's a peach tone. So I wanted to try this out and see if I could make this work, because the peach concealer will always hide grayness. It will always cover gray. And then you can go back in with your lighter concealer. But we're talking effortless here, so I don't want to do too many steps. So let's hope this works by itself. So let's blend this out real quick. So far, so good. No matter how effortless I want to go, no matter how simple I want to go with my makeup, I will never skip the concealer step, and I suggest you not skip that either, because that's really important. Yeah, that is a little dark for me, but I am going to be using some bronzer in the end because I'm so white at the moment, so this probably will work out perfectly in the end. Okay, so we got that on. Good, nice and blended. Now I want to let that dry for just a second, because I do want to put a little bit of my other concealer on, my other Jeffree Star concealer, which is the correct color for me. I just want to give this a second to dry. So let's talk about effortless for a second while this is drying. Wearing effortless makeup doesn't mean only lipstick. It doesn't mean you're not doing anything. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm lazy, I don't want to put anything on. This is my effortless look, nothing. Effortless means you're comfortable in it. Effortless means it looks easy, like you didn't go crazy with too much color, go crazy with too many products. It just looks flawless and easy. So someone would look at you and could possibly say, wow, you look great. Did you just crawl out of bed like that, or did that take some work? You know, you want it to look simple and comfortable. So that being said, now you understand what I'm talking about when I use the word effortless. Let's keep going with the concealer. As you can see, if you look under my eyes, it is a little bit too peach for me to be wearing by itself. So let's go in with my C12, which is the Jeffree Star concealer that I absolutely am in love with. And this is the one that I wear every day. I'm gonna do the tiniest amount because I don't wanna really double up on my concealer. I just want to blend it into the peach so it looks a little bit more natural. And by the way, ding, it's good to be the queen. Okay, back to my brush, and let's blend this over top. Oh yeah, that's working, right? Took a lot of the gray out of the corner of my eye, and it's not looking as peach on me. Yeah, that's good, that worked really well. the key to doing this layering of the concealer, if you have grayness around your eyes and you want to hide that, is letting that peachy color dry first before you go back with your other color. Otherwise, they're just going to blend together and it's just going to be a lighter peach color. You don't want that. So that worked. I like that. Okay, good. Good so far. Still could use a little more blending. Because again, remember, we want it to look flawless. And my little trick is to press it into my skin, which I always do. And you can do this with a sponge if you want to, or you can just do it with your finger. I'm trying to keep things easy here, so I'm just using my finger. But remember, we're not gonna press and move. We wanna just press. We don't wanna rub it off. There we go. We are nice. We are blended. Look at that. All that grayness in my inner corners is gone. Love it. Okay, I'm glad I got that peach. The next thing I'm gonna do with my Effortless Makeup is I'm going to take a powder foundation, which is really light consistency, and I'm gonna put this over top of my Tinted Moisturizer. And that's working, right? So my skin is gonna look flawless here because I got a little bit of coverage from the Tinted Moisturizer, and then I'm putting this over top, so it's gonna be like I used a foundation, a regular liquid foundation, without having to feel heavy, like there's anything on my skin. So let's look at this again. Because I share with you all the flaws, I share with you everything that's going on with my skin. You know, my of a certain age skin does have some drama, like you know, but I've used 2 concealers and powder. So the skin around my eyes down here, when I look in the mirror closely, I feel like it's looking a little bit dry. So here's how I'm going to fix that. I'm going to take a setting spray, and this one is from Vanilla Co, and I got it at Riley Rose, and it's a hyaluronic spray. Ooh, and it smells delicious too. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna spray that all over my face. Take my finger again and pat, pat, pat that setting spray under my eyes into the concealer. The rest of my face, I'll just let it dry by itself. But this is a great trick. Once you have your concealer on, if you're looking in the mirror later in the day and you feel like, oh, my eyes are looking a little bit dry, get out your setting spray. I have a tiny one that I keep refilling, and I carry it in my purse with me. And every now and then during the day, I'll just spray that on, pat that, and it makes my concealer look fresh like I just put it on. The next step in my Effortless Makeup is going to be to put some eyeliner on. Now for this purpose today, I'm not going to use my standard Rococo liner. I want something a little lighter, a little softer in color. So let's see how this works. We'll put this on right now. This one is from Morphe and it's called Gemma. And it is much lighter than what I usually wear. But you can still see it, right? Can you see it a little bit? Well, this is pretty interesting. 2 things happened while I was off camera there. First of all, I looked at my Gemma eyeliner that I was using and I saw that it is a lip liner, not an eyeliner. So whatever, that kind of thing happens. Special thank you to the girl at the Morphe store who helped me pick out a light brown eyeliner. It's a lip liner, but it's a beautiful color, so I probably will use it as a lip liner. But because that happened, it wouldn't deposit the way I wanted it to around my eye area. So I went back to my Marc Jacobs Rococo, but I used much less than I normally do because we're going effortless here. I realized I'm gonna have to touch up my brows again because putting my foundation and everything on after I had my brows on sort of messed them up, but that's okay. That'll be an easy fix. So let's move on to eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the Hourglass palette, and this one is called Ambient Lighting Palette with Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light, all in the same palette. This was an exclusive palette that they did for Sephora, and I bought this a while ago, but they do still have it at the store. So if you like this, now is the discount time for Rouge members, and VIP members are coming up as well. So you'll be able to pick this up and get a discount on it. What I've been doing lately and loving, as you may or may not know, is I'm taking the lighter color here, is I like to do up by my brows before I do the rest of my eyeshadow. I don't know why. There's absolutely no reason for it. I've just been enjoying it. Maybe because it's not mixing with anything else and I get to see, you know, what the color's gonna look like. Who knows, who knows? Maybe I'm just crazy, but I like it that way. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the very dark color here. It's not very dark, but the darkest of the 3, and that is gonna be my eyeshadow. So let's grab this, just do this on my lid. Just gives a little bit of color to my eyes. A little bit, not too much. Now from here, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow in Golden Goddess, which is a beautiful, beautiful set. Look at that, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. And I'm just gonna take this grayish one that's right here, and I'm gonna make this my transition color, make it my crease color. So let's grab a little bit of that on a blending brush and just kind of do it in the middle there. So we see a little bit of crease there. That's good, huh? Now here's a little trick. If you're using a grayish or taupey kind of crease color, you don't want to connect it all the way to that inner circle, especially if you've got gray in that area. Because if you've got gray hair and you're using gray eyeshadow and you do that gray, it's just gonna accentuate that circle around your eyes. So we're gonna stop before we get there. So let's do a little more. As you can see, I'm going about 3/4 of the way over. So let's blend that a little bit. Let's do the other eye. You know, I think I'm doing a lot of makeup application here and not a whole lot of talking, so I may put some music in the background. I hope you don't mind that. Let me know if that's something that you find annoying or if you like it. A friend of mine is a drummer and he is putting together some drum tracks that I can put in the background. I said I wanted it to sound kind of fun and tribal, and he's been working on that for me, so hopefully we'll hear that sometime soon. Right, Tom? Okay, so eyeshadow's on. This is my Effortless eyeshadow. I'm gonna do one quick little thing because even though it's effortless, I still wanna add a little bit of personality to what I'm wearing. So I'm gonna take Charlotte Tilbury's Eyes to Mesmerize cream eyeshadow. And I know it's weird, I'm putting it over top of powder, but just a tiny bit. I'm gonna do it on a brush. I'm gonna take a little bit right on the lid, just kind of pat it on there, just to add a little bit of life, a little bit of shimmer, because we haven't been going real shimmery with this. This has been pretty much a matte eye look. Okay, so we got that little bit of rose gold shimmer in there. That's very pretty. Now I'm gonna go off camera just for one more second and redo those brows real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while I was fixing my brows, I also put my mascara on. The eyeshadow looks really pretty. It's soft and a little bit shimmery on the lid. It's got that nice rose gold feel, but it does make me feel really good in summertime-ish. So it's a great, great look for just casual times, and I'm comfortable with this. I can wear it anywhere and not worry about anybody saying, wow, Donna really likes that eyeliner, doesn't she? You know, it's not that kind of look. It's just simple and easy to wear. So what I wanna do next is I wanna use some bronzer, being the ultimate white chick. So let me grab my Marc Jacobs bronzer, which I think is absolutely one of the best bronzers I've ever used, and it's called Tantastic. It's huge, it'll last forever. So I'm getting my big old brush, and I'm gonna do a little bronzer. Woo. Whoa, nothing like a fake tan, right? I love it. Now remember, if you're gonna fake tan, you gotta fake tan everything. So I will be using my self-tanner soon. For today, I'm gonna put a V-neck shirt on when I'm done with this and just let that be my tan. I can do a little more on my hairline there. What I like about this bronzer is it goes on light, so you can gradually build your tan. So you can just go coat after layer until you get the depth of color that you want, rather than a big brown streak across your face and then trying to blend that out. That's why I like a lighter bronzer. Regardless of how dark your skin is, go a little lighter than you think, because it always looks more natural if you've layered it to get your color than if you just have one coat of dark tan all over your face. So how do you like that? That's a pretty good bronzer, right? So we're gonna move on to a little bit of blush right now. I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury, my First Love blush. Look at that. It's very light, very soft, very easy to wear. So let me find a blush brush and I will put that on too. Also, when you're doing your bronzer, pull your hair back, because you have to do your forehead. Even though I have bangs, my bangs will cover anything up there anyway. When the wind blows, I don't want a big bright white light on top of my forehead. So here we go with some blush, starting at the back like I always do. Oh, that's pretty. Don't need a whole lot because we got the bronzer going on. Pretty. Always add a little here. Especially when you're going for a comfortable casual look, because comfortable and casual, you still want to look young. And this is something that's going to give you a little bit of youth. In a little closer, up a little higher. You've heard me say that probably 1,000 times. Now for my lips, what I'm going to do after I fluff up my hair, I hope this doesn't look too horrible. For my lips, I want to go with something very simple. A small amount of color, definitely with some shimmer in it, because we're going summertime casual here. It just turned into that. I didn't know that it was going to be that, but the Effortless Makeup needs to be pretty and fun. Pretty and fun. That's what it needs to be. Pretty and fun. So that's what we're going for here. So let me grab a lipstick. I'll be right back to show you which one I chose. The lipstick I'm going to use is from Tom Ford, and it is called, let's see, Orchid Soleil. I believe this is a limited edition color, and it is definitely summertime. So since I bought that lip liner that I've been trying to use on my eyes, I'm going to put a little bit of lip liner on, and then we'll do the lipstick. Normally I wouldn't do the lip liner, but because of my little mess up with the eyes, I just want to check it out and see what it looks like. Now watch this. I'm coloring in just the outside here. Then line. Then I'm going to connect here. Because if you connect the top right there, it will make your lips look a little fuller. Do the same thing on the bottom. It's actually a really good lip liner color. It just looks like lips. If you like that, again, it's called Jenna. And I'm going to list everything I use in the description below so you can see and run out and grab anything you want. So by putting this here, this darker color, coloring my lips in top and bottom, what I did is I'm going to fake that my lips are fuller than they are. So I will put this lipstick on now. Let me get closer. That's a really pretty color, isn't it? I like it. And the blush is good. The eyeshadow's nice and easy. And what do you think? Do you like the look? I think it's pretty good. I'm very comfortable in this. I could go anywhere. I mean, I would probably do a little bit more color if I were going to some fancy event in the evening. But for daytime, if I don't have any plans and I just want to be comfortable in my own skin and in my own makeup, this is a really good look. And I really did not use a whole lot of products. You'll see when you look at the list below, I really didn't use all that much. So I hope you like this video. I hope you love these kinds of lessons that I'm giving you. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up to let me know so I can continue these types of things. And please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.